Now at 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning, Election Day is here. Americans will choose a new commander-in-chief today. We'll see how the two vying for the position are making their final push for votes.
And here in Kentucky, the race for U.S. Senator has been hard fought all campaign season. How Senator Rand Paul and his challenger, Jim Gray, plan to vow to change Washington.
And you may have questions this morning about where you go to vote or who's on the ballot. We have some helpful information to get you ready for Election Day and your forecast here on WKYT this morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning, and thank you so much for starting your day the Kentucky way with WKYT. I'm Andrea Walker.
And I'm Bill Bryant, and here we are Tuesday, November 8th, Election Day. So there is a lot happening today, and our weather is cooperating pretty well for voters.
That's right. There is absolutely no excuse not to get out to the polls. Let's head on over to meteorologist Micah Harris for an early look at your forecast.
Well, the polls open in 1 hour, so if you're trying to get out there before everybody does during the day, well, it's just going to be cool. It's going to be dry for you guys. So take off, enjoy. Morning hours look dry. Afternoon, I cannot rule out a slight chance of rain during the afternoon, but the bulk of the rain actually comes later on this evening, off into the night. I'll show you that in just a few minutes. Lexington at 51, London coming in 40 degrees. That's pretty chilly down south. 68 degrees later on this afternoon. That late rain chance is in the forecast. I'll show you hour by hour forecast for your Election Day as you're heading out to vote today. That's coming up.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit. And voters across the country will be heading to the polls today. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump both made their final pitches to voters in key states overnight.
And the people of Dixieville, New Hampshire, say the first Election Day ballots will be cast. Craig Boswell begins our Election Day coverage.
Hillary Clinton made her final campaign push in the critical state of North Carolina overnight with the help of celebrity friends Lady Gaga and Bon Jovi.
It's not just my name or Donald Trump's name on the ballot. It's the kind of country we want. It's every issue anyone cares about.
The star-studded rally came as voters in the small town of Dixville, New Hampshire cast the first in-person ballots of the day, giving Clinton a 4-2 win over rival Donald Trump.
I think she's a strong person. I think she's got the experience.
Trump held his own midnight rally in the battleground state of Michigan, a Democratic-leaning state he's eyeing to turn red today.
Today we're going to win the great state of Michigan, and we are going to win back the White House.
42 million votes have already been cast, making today really the final day to vote at polling places like this one in Northern Virginia.
Trump's daughters courted voters in the state yesterday, where 13 electoral votes are up for grabs.
Everyone you know, get them out to vote.
In Pennsylvania, Clinton was joined by President Obama and the First Lady, Michelle Obama.
This country has always been great.
Clinton goes into today's contest with more ways to win the White House. In order for Trump to win, he'll have to take Pennsylvania, Florida, and Ohio to reach 270 electoral votes. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Sterling, Virginia.
Kentuckians will weigh in today on the hard-fought contest for U.S. Senate.
Republican U.S. Senator Rand Paul and his Democratic challenger, Lexington Mayor Jim Gray, had a busy day of campaigning across the Commonwealth on Election Eve. WKYT's Lauren Miner is live at Harrison Elementary, where Gray will be voting later this morning. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning, guys. Well, we can expect Gray here at Harrison Elementary to place his vote in about an hour or so. And Paul is actually in his hometown of Bowling Green this morning placing his vote. Both candidates made several stops throughout the state yesterday. Paul toured with U.S. Representative Andy Barr, and Gray campaigned with former Democratic Governor Steve Beshear. Yesterday, they both agreed that there needed to be change in Washington, but disagreed on how it was going to get done. While in Lexington, Paul said that this was going to be a big year for conservatives because Kentuckians are sick and tired of big government. In Louisville, Gray said that the only way to change Washington is to change the people we send up there. Now, we plan on talking to Gray here at Harrison Elementary in about an hour when he shows up to vote. We're going to see how he's feeling about today's election and even see if he plans on taking a voting selfie. So you want to make sure you're going to tune in to that. For now, reporting live in Lexington, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
Lauren, thank you. And here is what else we'll be tracking on this election day. Democrats and Republicans will battle for control of the Kentucky State House, which has had a Democratic majority since 1921. Democrats currently hold a slim 6-seat advantage. 2 appeals court judges are vying for a spot on the state Supreme Court. There are some other judicial races and some local council or commission races in cities around the state as well. Also, there will be some Board of Education races. Now, as for voter turnout, Kentucky Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes predicts 60% of the state's registered voters will be heading to the polls today. And of course, she said she hopes it is higher than
more than that.
But the indicators are that's about where it will be.
Yeah.
Election day is finally here, and it's sure to be busy across the country and, of course, here in Kentucky.
And you may have some questions this morning before you head out to the polls, like where exactly you need to go. WKYT's Mike Byer is live in Lexington with some helpful information for voters. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Andrea. I'm sure most of you know by now, but just in case if you don't, polls open at 6 a.m., which is less than an hour now. I'm at Henry Clay High School. It's one of many polling locations here in Fayette County. Now, before you come vote today, there are some things you need to know, and there are things you need to have with you. Make sure you bring a valid driver's license, passport, or other form of identification that contains both a picture and signature. Now, Kentucky Secretary of State says polls tend to be busiest during the morning and evening rush hours and at lunchtime, so you may want to take that into consideration. It's important to note that polls are open until 6 p.m., and as long as you're in line by 6 p.m., you will be allowed to vote. Now, officials ask for those voting to remain vigilant. If you suspect voter fraud, call the Attorney General's election fraud hotline immediately. And lastly, while you're voting, have a little fun with it. It is legal in Kentucky to take a selfie in the voting booth. Now, if you're planning to vote but don't know where to cast your ballot, you can find that information by going to GoVoteKY.com. Once again, that is GoVoteKY.com. Of course, we'll have all the information you need to know on WKYT.com as well. Live in Lexington, Mike Byer, WKYT.
Mike, thank you so much, and we do invite you to stay with WKYT throughout the day for complete election coverage. We have special coverage on air, online, and on our Facebook page. We'll have the first results on air when the polls close at 6 o'clock tonight, and you'll also find a complete list of results on WKYT.com.
We are still on fire watch this morning in eastern Kentucky. At last check, crews tell us they're battling dozens of fires. Now they're attacking the fires from the sky. The Kentucky National Guard is part of that attack. They're using infrared sensors on the helicopters to pinpoint fires and drop the water on them.
And when they fill the bucket up with 660 gallons of water, they'll fly over the fire. And one of the National Guard people in the helicopter will push the black button here. And by pushing the black button, releases this cable, and the bottom of the bucket will release and open up.
The Kentucky Division of Forestry says they started with 21 active fires yesterday morning. They say 21 new fires have now broken out. Firefighters put out 7 of them, but they say more than 15,000 acres have already burned.
We have a warning for Kentucky hunters this morning with deer hunting season starting on Saturday. The National Forest Service is asking hunters to take extra precautions because of the forest fires in the area. They say campfires are currently banned outside of marked recreation areas. Portable camp stoves and lanterns are allowed.
We have learned the names of 3 people killed in a crash in Bell County. State police say 32-year-old Brian Redmond, 32-year-old Kendra Redmond, and 4-year-old Kelsey Redmond died in the crash yesterday afternoon on US 25 East near Pineville. They say the family's car hit the back of a tractor trailer that had broken down on the side of the road. Police are still trying to figure out what led to that crash.
Well, some students at a Lexington elementary school weighed in on the presidential race by holding a mock election.
Teachers at Mill Creek Elementary say they hope the conversation helps teach students about important issues in the community. They also want students to know they have a voice on the issues.
Obviously, we kind of have very mild conversations about elections and our personal beliefs, but I think it's great for them to have a passion. I think it's great for them to pick the candidate that best represents who they want to lead them.
And students at Mill Creek chose Hillary Clinton to lead them with 49% of the vote. Donald Trump earned 36% and Gary Johnson got 15%. Big showing for Gary Johnson.
Oh, there you go.
That just brings back memories of when my mom and dad would bring me into the voter booth and let me press the buttons. It's so important to instill that in children.
It is.
Let them know it's a big deal.
And let them have a little campaign, if they want to talk about the issues. Interesting. All right, 5:09 on WKYT this morning. We're just getting started with all the latest news on Election Day morning.
Still ahead, voting on Election Day is so important. Even astronauts are sending in their absentee ballots from outer space. We'll find out how right after Micah's forecast.
We do have some rain in the forecast, and it's going to be moving on in later on today, but is that during voting time? I have that in your forecast with Hour by Hour coming up.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
We're getting actually some warmer air sliding on in here. When I walked in this morning, we were there in the 40s here in Lexington and also Danville. But you can see the green shade, which indicates warmer air over the blue. That's sliding on in from the west. So this is actually warmer air streaming on in. It's going to feel pretty good later on today. Not so much this morning. Monticello coming in at 37 degrees. But as you're heading out to the polls here in the next couple of hours, I don't see any problems. Actually, it doesn't feel too bad back toward the west. Springfield, Mackville go down into, say, Lebanon and Marion County. Those areas across the BG Parkway. But over toward the east, southeast, north, the warmest air isn't here just yet. So it's going to be pretty chilly heading out to the polls. We're sitting there in the 40s and some 30s. Defender Radar Network, nothing going on this morning, and I don't expect anything during the morning hours. However, you get into your afternoon. I'd say anywhere from 2 to about 6 p.m. Remember, 6 p.m. when the polls actually close. And during that time, I cannot rule out a slight chance of rain. Most of the rain will actually come well after the polls close. I'd say 9 p.m. to about midnight is when that bulk of the rain slides on in. And it really goes throughout the night. Most of this rain falls when we're asleep. So it's not going to affect us all that much. It rolls on through. It's not going to be a lot of rain. I'd say 1/4 inch or less. And it passes on through. Now watch this, okay? I'll take you hour by hour, walk you through your day. You can see little bits and pieces here and there. Obviously, most of us, virtually all of us, stay dry. Here's 5 p.m. and you see just a few little blips down toward the south. That's the way it's going to go today. Then we head off into the evening and into the night. Look at the bulk. There's 9 p.m. sliding off toward the west and northwest, and then it slides on through overnight. There's midnight sliding down toward the south overnight and into the morning hours. By about 5 to about 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, the rain will be long gone. It's gone. It's out of here. So really the only people that will actually see the rain are you guys who wake up pretty early. Off towards your afternoon, look at those highs, upper 40s, lower 50s. That's 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be a really cold day, and believe it or not, it gets colder as we head towards your weekend with your next front. So here's the look once again. Slight chance during the afternoon hours. Most of the rain comes during the evening and night. Slides through overnight, only a small chance at morning rain there on Wednesday. Wednesday's very cold. For Thursday and Friday look pretty good for Veterans Day on Friday. But Saturday, here comes another front. Now, this front should be a dry front. I don't see much to go along with it. Only a slight chance of rain. But look at those temperatures, guys. We're talking 40s for highs. Now, in the end, it may be upper 40s, lower 50s, but nonetheless, you're talking about some really cold air once again there for the weekend, and the possibility of our first freeze of the fall season there for the weekend, too, on both Saturday and Sunday morning. So we'll see how that works out.
Well, that's exciting.
I was not ready for that. That's not the word I would choose.
Right.
But it's something. Yeah.
Oh, you got to look at the bright side, don't you?
I guess.
All right, Micah, thank you. Coming up on 5:16 on WKYT.
All right, and now you can vote from almost anywhere using absentee ballot, even outer space, it turns out.
Right, NASA says astronaut Shane Kimbrough recently filed his ballot for the presidential election on board the International Space Station. So how does an astronaut vote when they know they'll be orbiting the Earth on Election Day? About a year before the launch, astronauts select which elections they want to take part in. 6 months later, they receive an application for an absentee ballot.
How cool is that?
That is
I guess
neat.
that's something I genuinely have never thought about that. You know what I mean? Like, how do astronauts vote? That thought had never crossed my mind.
Well, there you go. We have that answer for you this morning, bright and early. Get you thinking, right? Good to have you along with us on WKYT this morning. Hope you'll stay with us not only this morning, but throughout the day as WKYT brings you award-winning coverage.
When we come back, we'll take a look at your money.
A job search engine says as the election has neared, more and more Americans are looking for work in Canada. And CoverGirl features a woman wearing hijab for the first time. Those stories and more coming up in your CBS Money Watch report.
Kentucky mornings start here. You're watching WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It's 5:20 on WKYT This Morning on your Tuesday, Election Day, and we are glad you're with us. A job search engine says this election season, more and more Americans are looking for work outside of the United States.
And CoverGirl features a new first. Roxana Saberi has the latest on your money.
Wall Street soared on Monday after the FBI said it won't press charges against Hillary Clinton over newly discovered emails. The gains reversed days of selling, with investors feeling anxious over the outcome of Tuesday's election. On Wall Street, the Dow gained 371 points. The Nasdaq climbed 119. In the run-up to this election, you may have heard a lot of jokes about moving to Canada. Turns out more Americans really are looking for jobs there. Job search engine Monster Worldwide says the number of Americans looking for work there this year rose nearly 60% compared with all of last year. And LinkedIn says the top jobs they're seeking are project manager, software developer, and business analyst. For the first time in its history, CoverGirl is featuring a woman wearing hijab. Beauty blogger Noura Afia is wearing the traditional Muslim woman's head covering in an ad campaign for a new line of mascara. In a statement released by CoverGirl, Afia says she never thought she'd see Muslim women represented on such a large scale. That's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. In New York, I'm Roxana Saberi.
Keep it here on WKYT This Morning. We're on top of all your Election Day news and all the other happenings on your Tuesday.
And sports is coming up next.
The football Wildcats taking it on the chin to Georgia this past weekend. Now have to gear it up for Tennessee. And Mark Stoops says his team needs to continue to play selfless. We also check in with Jed Wills over at Lafayette, named an Under Armour All-American, and some basketball news on the way.
I'm WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris, getting you updated on your election day. We're sitting there in the 40s, even some 50s sprinkled in here and there, as that warmer air is trying to slide in from the west. It's moving on in. Now, this morning's going to be a little bit on the chilly side, so grab that coat before you take off. By the afternoon, you get rid of it. I will say this, during the daylight hours, later on this afternoon, you may be able to see a slight chance of rain, but most of it's going to come actually during the nighttime hours after you go voting. So there's some good news for us. Let's check out sports, see what's going on.
The football Wildcats have the tough task this week of coming back after a hard luck loss and doing it on the road against the Tennessee Volunteers. As the Cats have improved, there has become a lot of competition at positions, certainly at running back with Boom Williams and Benny Snell. Mark Stoops said there are no issues within the team.
We preach selfless all the time, and our team has been that. We've grown so much, and we'll continue to do that. Is it always perfect for all those players? No. Was it easy in that locker room? No. Everybody wants to, there should be a competitive nature about some people that are pissed off after a game like that. Doesn't mean there's any issues. There's zero. Our team will not, I guarantee you they'll be ready to go, and they'll be ready to go to work today.
This afternoon, yesterday afternoon, Lafayette offensive tackle Jed Wills named an Under Armour All-American. Wills, the 5-star recruit, being courted by UK, Notre Dame, Alabama, Michigan, and everybody in the country. Last year, Wills watched then teammate Landon Young get the same honor, so it's kind of been on his mind ever since then.
It's a special opportunity. It doesn't come around often, like Kentucky, just like me and last year was Landon. It's just something that I realize is special. It's something that I want to take advantage of when I get down there and just represent the state of Kentucky and the city of Lexington. I guess when you're sitting there watching it and you think about, well, maybe this is going to be me one day. By the time it gets there, it's just kind of like overwhelming, I guess. Just kind of like, whoa, it's actually happening. It's something that you dream of, and then when it comes true, it just gives you that warm feeling on the inside.
Basketball quickly, another Wildcat being named to a preseason watch list. This time it's Isaiah Briscoe. The sophomore guard tabbed to the Lute Olson Award preseason watch list. That honor is given annually to the top Division I player with at least 2 years of collegiate experience. That is your sports. Get out there and vote. Have a great day.